Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
Now where's this friend of yours?
What do you need?
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
So does your bitch, boy.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Ow! Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. It was the only way I could make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. I'll explain what I want when I want. Got it? You'd already be dead if I didn't like the look of you when you walked in here. But I had to know if the rumors about you were true. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better.
Secret spy room.
Let's get on the
under
road
an
to
inn.
Kynesgrove.
I smell book material.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind. So, it turns out this friend was none other than Delphine. That's a relief. And she's one of the good guys. I like that. Kind of not cool for her to steal the horn and all that. But, hey, I'm alright with it now. What matters is that she doesn't harbor any evil or malicious intentions. Yes, she might be a bit prickly, but I think it'll be nice to have her on our side. Now, I think we should get going. A dragon coming back from the dead seems like a pretty big deal, to say the least.
Yes, my friend? I'll be right behind you. I'm still not completely down with actually going to hunt dragons, especially not ones that come back from the dead. How can I help you?
We can travel together or split up and meet there.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nirn truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure. So, what's on your mind? Ready when you are. Keep your guard up, especially looking up. I love your style. You're looking good today.
Wait, something's
No,
wrong.
you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking. Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Come on, hurry. We might be too late. Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Salokunir, Zil Gro Dova Ursa.
I'm no fan of the sun. Better than this.
This is worse than I thought.
Alduin Fury, Oanti Vogri Has Vixension Kuzik. Ger Salokunir, Kalimir. Folusai, Zu'u, Korav need no dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance, to dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Saruganir, Kridar, Jur.
Right then. We've killed one before. We can do it again. Stay calm, stay focused, stay alive.
Whoa there. Steady. You okay? Yes.
So,
Every
just
step
to
we
recap,
take is steeped in
dragon
history.
necromancers are a
Let's keep
thing
writing
now.
our own.
Am I
shall
the
we?
only one who finds that highly concerning?
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Well now.
I'm
that
one of
was
the last members
still
of the
terrifying.
Blades.
Phew.
A very long time ago,
Dragon
the
slaying.
Blades were dragon
Takes
slayers.
some getting used to.
And we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here.
proud of what
We
we
need to
managed to
figure out who's
accomplish.
behind it all. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Nothing like a goose chase around the whole damned province. I don't like it. If I know my Tamrielic history right, dragons used to roam the skies. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of them. And now that we know they're coming back, I don't think this is good news for just about anyone, including the Thalmor. Right now, I think Delphine might just be our best bet at figuring out all this. The sooner we can get rid of the dragons, the better. Yes, Dragonborn? Right behind you.
I don't think you were
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful. What? Something you're still confused about?
Looks like we're going to a party, and what makes it more interesting is that there's going to be a little heist or thievery work while we're there. Ooh, spicy. It's kind of like in some of the stories I used to read. Classic espionage. And you aren't? It's a party. A Thalmor one, but they'd still have the finest wine and the most exquisite food. A good break from what we've been eating recently. I also think you probably know this by now, but I'm not all gloom and dreary. I do have interests, and 2 of them just happen to be high-end parties and alcohol. Oh, and you're a saint? Come on now. I enjoy the pleasantries of life. Nothing wrong about that.
I have to say, I'm rather surprised at how much the adventurer life seems to be growing on me. Exciting things tend not to happen to the Flavius family. Not many of us, anyway. I mean, Mother fought in the Great War, granted, and then of course there was old Octavius way back in the Second Era. But the rest of us tend to live really quite unremarkable lives. I'm rather chuffed to be the odd one out. Ha! Well, you're not wrong there. But thank you, I appreciate the sentiment, however vacuously true it may be. Oh, well now you're making me blush. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You would? Now? All right then. Where shall we start? Oh, I do find it tiresome lugging heavy armor around. But if it keeps me safe... I felt that. Felt that too. Right behind you.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Windcombe. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all 3 words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Indra Crossisan, Strundul, Orthibara, Klo, Ran, now. Sure. Dova King. You have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Congrats, Dragonborn. You are now officially the recognized errand boy of all Tamriel. Kidding aside, though, while some people won't recognize your legendary status, I certainly do. And hopefully your future exploits will speak for themselves. So that honestly, tales of what you've done would echo for the ages. I like that. What's the plan? I was just thinking about a book I read once. It was by a scholar named Aryo of Ellen. He supposedly found a way to create a sentient encyclopedia, if books could even think for themselves. Isn't our soul what makes us sentient? Not like dull automatons or zombies. Or perhaps it's something else. Or a combination of things. Just some food for thought. From the castle, you used to just be able to see Solitude over the mountains. It's exactly what I imagined.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Lock the city
You
gate.
traitor!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, I thought.
You're all heart.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori.
You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Solitude is really quite something. So much beauty and so much culture.
Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Octavius was something of a hoarder himself, you know. Always wished he could carry more. Remind you of anyone?
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
He died well.
We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death. It shouldn't have been like this.
Skeever.
Hello,
Charming name.
everyone. If I could have your attention, please. Has anyone seen a shifty-looking wood elf? No? Nobody? Looks like we're on our own.
What's the plan? Nothing else then?
Need something? What do you need? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Well, I suppose you're off to this party full of evil racist elves. Best of luck. I'll see you on the other side.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
This inn is definitely one of the more sophisticated ones I've been to. Definitely not comparable to the B&B. Another day in Skyrim. I'm still trying to decide which is more unpredictable, the weather or the inhabitants. Okay. Hey, so I know we only got one invitation to the party, but do you think I could still come too? Maybe I could use a charm spell on the manor god. Or perhaps I could just use my arcane arts to sneak past everyone.
And throw it in the sea.
Alright then. If I could ask a favor though, do try to bring home some fine Colovian brandy. I really would appreciate it. I'll wait here, at the inn. Just don't take too long, okay?
Perhaps we could pick up the pace a
Have you
little?
given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Eleanor's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Please, you first. I insist.
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably cold out here, I don't look forward to the trip back down.
Welcome to the Thormore Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Please proceed into the embassy.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
I look forward to the day when this rebellion is put
Ah,
down.
yes.
Once again have
I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia Red?
After all,
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Have you found it difficult to get provisions lately? I can scarcely feed the staff in my palace.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy.
Stormcloaks are nothing
Is there
like
anything else I can get for you?
This war won't last much longer.
We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
any news or gossip?
Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that.
There might be
I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
I look forward to the day when this rebellion is put down and we once again have peace.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I need another drink.
Elenwen
My
always
friend,
throws quite a
a
party.
toast to a beautiful friendship.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim
I need another drink.
Yorlin Greymane. It's not really a fair comparison.
What can I get for you? Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
My friend, a toast to a beautiful friendship.
We've had the same trouble.
Of course! I would do anything for you, my one and truest friend. What do you need from me? Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of
Yes, I
mine.
agree with you.
Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Now that I think on it, I did hear something rather interesting the other day. Apparently, the Red
Attention,
Wave has been
everyone!
docked in Solitude
Could I
for
have
well over a month, and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Some say the ship's gone.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
And Captain Sophia can't afford to there. Of course, she would never admit such a thing.
Nothing could be more
Captain Sophia
unlikely
is
than
far
that
too
someone would
proud a
actually
woman.
want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Wouldn't want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we?
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Well, I did hear that the Argonians...
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me, party, we're both dead.
Poor as wretches.
We've got our hands full
the storm. What about you?
Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of them? Emissaries, treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I'd been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. Is someone there? Over here! You can't fly! No! Enough! You're dead! Never... What was that?
Somebody help! Help! Someone do something! I'm getting out of here.
I'll end your miserable life! What you want? Someone there. and I am your master!
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less... That's the best you can do!
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. I damn well hope so. If it helps you twist them up, I'm glad to help. They're after some old guy named Esbern. Something to do with dragons. I gathered it from listening to them talk when they thought I was out. I've seen a guy in Riften who they seem to think is him. Not much to go on. I don't even know where he lives or his name, but they seem pretty excited about it. That's it. Now, let's get out of here. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor!
dead already.
Move! Slowly.
What do you think you're doing?
To be here somewhere. What was that?
I cannot best you!
Ha!
Guess it's all clear now.
Will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. Someone do something! I should have known this would end badly. I can't believe I let Delphine talk me into this.
Thank goodness you got out of that one alive. I have to say, you had me worried for a little while. Right behind you.
What's on your mind? Very good.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
Finally, you're back. Do you have the brandy? But do you have it? Thank you. So, anyway, how did it go? Who? Esbern, eh? I think he might be someone Delphine would know. Just a hunch. Anyway, I think it's best if we head back over to Riverwood, get your stuff, and see what she has to say.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in troubled times.
Definitely.
Feel free to make requests.
Going to have to pass on that for now. Thanks, though.
Warm drinks and warm beds.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? You're right, you're right.
Greetings, Gore.
I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what?
So does
Esbern?
Pitch Boy.
He's alive?
Didn't I tell you?
I thought the
last time
Thalmor
to
must have
be
got him years ago.
Specific.
That crazy old man.
If you want someone
Figures the
business,
Thalmor would be on his
point
trail,
out the
though,
stain
if they
on
were
their
trying to
chest
find out what's
plate
going on with the
and blood
dragons.
on their boots.
You mean aside
But
from wanting to kill
you don't
every
have
blade
any
they can
stains
lay
on
their
your
hands
chest
on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the
No
Thalmor
tales
smashed
about
us
chickens,
during the
boy.
Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
You know, even an age-old vampire can appreciate a quiet place to unwind.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to sweep the entranceway. Like we talked about?
Yes, Delphine. I believe I swept it this
Good
morning.
to see you.
Are you sure?
Well, it looks clean enough. And it was just going to get dusty again anyway. Then I'll get on it right away.
Good.
Right behind you.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a gray robe. Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here. Oh yes, I remember your moth priest now. He wanted me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him it ain't one of my stops.
All right.
So, Riften it is then. Was never really too fond of the place myself. But hey, if that's where we'll find Esbern, that's where we're going. Do be prepared to brace yourself, though. If I were a betting woman, we'd most definitely be going through the Ratway in Riften sewers. That kind of thing doesn't even exist. At least to my knowledge. It's worth looking into, though. Anyway, enough mucking about. Let's do this.
I don't think Lydia likes me. Bye for now.
Whiterun's truly a curious city. It feels so open.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time. Ah, so that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south across the Dragon Bridge.
Was that?
Vampire!
This one is bad.
Oh, but I will have
The last out of you. Hold on. Did you hear something?
Short end of the stick.
thank you for
I
breaking
love your
that
style.
foul vampire's
You're looking
hold
good
over
today.
me. Thank the divines for you. I'm quite all right, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then, enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable. If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawnguard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
So, where are we off to now? I was just looking at the stars. The constellations. They're so mesmerizing.
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly. For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
What can I do for you? Ah, my rescuer. Good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian, he said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half of the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That exactly doesn't make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is, and if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe, somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything, but the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was very cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of our ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there. But it's worth a look. True, but I know a way we can get into the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies to the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exists there. I think that's our way in. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move. Yes? What did you need? So, what's on your mind? Dexion said something about that scroll. What was it? Something to do with dragons, I think. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold. Sounds like something they'd know about.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Wait to see the
and hit the
again.
bell icon. See you all on the next video. Enjoy life and stay game.
Walk with the All-Maker.